On the news tonight, House of Representatives investigates alleged misuse of government interventions and agricultural funding. And in Ogun State, over 5,000 farmers benefit from training and empowerment in line with Renewed Hope initiative for food security. Good evening and welcome to Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. My name is Fatima Hassan and here are the news in details. The Chairman House of Representatives Committee on Petroleum Resources, Ogochinyere Ikeaguno, has expressed confidence in the ability of the new of the board of the Nigerian Petroleum Company Limited, NLPCL, to deliver on its mandate. In a statement, the lawmaker commended President Tinubu for the choice of members of the board while urging the new NNPCL's Group Chief Executive Officer, Bashir Bayo Ojulari, and his team to work at expanding the gains being recorded so far in the oil sector. The lawmaker assured that the House Committee on Petroleum Resources will ensure thorough oversight of industry activities to enable Nigerians reap from the benefits of ongoing reforms carried out by the federal government in the sector. There is a consensus that the reality today in Nigeria is that despite huge sums of money budgeted and disbursed over the years for agricultural programs, Africa's largest economy continues to grapple with food importation, fluctuation in food prices, and malnutrition. This was brought to the fore at an investigative hearing of an alleged misuse of government interventions and agricultural funding by departments, agencies, schemes and programs of the federal government by the House of Representatives Committee on Nutrition and Food Security. National Assembly correspondent Joshua Ogunride reports.
The Green Chamber is interested in knowing how the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) through the Anchor Borrowers Program disbursed about 1.12 trillion naira to 4.67 million farmers involved in either maize, rice or wheat farming through 563 anchors. The committee also beams its searchlight on the incentive-based risk-sharing system for agricultural lending, NESO, which disbursed more than 215 billion naira.
One of the key oversight mandates of the committee is to ensure proper implementation of intervention programs by relevant ministries, departments, and agencies of government related to food security and nutrition, investigations, monitoring of resource allocation, advancement of new laws, and strengthening of existing ones, among others, on matters relating to nutrition and food security, are comprehensively contained in the committee's jurisdiction.
A total of 40.1 billion was disbursed under ABP, and as at February end 2025, 27.6 billion has been repaid, leaving a principal outstanding balance of 12.4 billion as detailed in this table I'm reading.
For this kind of agencies who are supposed to monitor it, you should have good monitoring system. You should have extension workers. Before you assess the loan, where is their side? How far have you gone?
We engaged the services of the EFCC and also the services of the DSS. And through these relationships and collaborations, we have been able to recover 3,987,100,234 naira. Why we have actually had to follow this path is that some of the anchors, based on our monitoring intervention, we have reasons to believe that they did not effectively execute or abide by the terms and the guidelines of the disbursement.
We don't have a solution. We wrote a response to the office that we were not part of any of this. And
so you shouldn't be here, that's what you're saying?
I believe so, sir.
Members therefore requested for details covering the period under review 2017 to 2024, including banks and donor partners involved in the transactions. From the National Assembly, Joshua Ogunride, NT News.
Meanwhile, in line with the Renewed Hope Agricultural Initiative for Food Security, the Chairman Senate Committee on Appropriation representing Ogun West Senatorial District, Senator Olamilekan Adeola Yayi, facilitated the training and empowerment of over 5,000 farmers in Ogun State. Lekon Adbonde reports that the beneficiaries got equipment like tractors and other farm implements, farm inputs, as well as cash and more. His report.
This is huge and one of the initiatives inspired by the 7-point agenda of Senator Olamilekon Adiola, the senator representing Ogun West Senatorial District, under the renewed Hope Agricultural Initiative for Food Security in Nigeria. I call these weapons of mass destruction against hunger in Nigeria.
Although Senator Olamilekon Adiola arrived at the venue of the empowerment program holding a hoe and cutlass, the beneficiaries received modern agricultural equipment and improved farm inputs targeted at addressing the challenges of low productivity, lack of training in modern agricultural practices, costly farm implements, seedlings, and limited access to finances. The benefiting over 5,000 farmers were empowered with 20 tractors, 184 tricycles, 536 water pumps, 2,800 sprayers, 10,560 bags of NPK fertilizers, 3,880 home kit fertilizer seeds, seedlings, insecticides, and other items. They also received cash grants of 100,000 naira each.
On my part, as your representative and pursuant of the renewed hope agenda, and to complement the work of the performing governor, Prince Abiodun, I will continue to facilitate projects in the area of infrastructural development, educational advancement, accessible and affordable health care, as well as security of lives and property.
A total of 3,082 farmers benefited directly from the empowerment, while others benefited from shared equipment like the tractors.
This is what we have been dreaming of in our cluster. We have problem of bringing our produce from the farm down to town. But with this tricycle, Yayi has alleviated our suffering.
I've been in this farming business for over 10 years. I've never experienced this. This is a very good thing and is encouraging to the farmers.
I've never seen in this form. I've never witnessed this thing in my whole life of 40 years and above.
Some stakeholders commended the senator.
Federal University of Agriculture is here to identify and to felicitate with this wonderful initiative. It should be a clarion call to all political government. This is what we call empowerment.
As we equip these farmers with the tools to enhance productivity, improve resilience, and embrace sustainable practices, we are laying the foundation for a more resilient and prosperous agricultural sector.
It is expected that with the massive agricultural intervention, there will be a boost in the food production chain in Ogun State and beyond. From Ilaro, Lekon Adbonde, NTA News.
More than 100 youth in Osun State have benefited from a free vocational training and startup equipment in cosmetology to support their journey towards self-reliance. The initiative is championed by the wife of the governor, Emily Ngozi Adeleke. Femi Afariogun has the report.
After months of free intensive training in beauty and cosmetology, these 31 graduates were not only given certificates, but also free tools to start their own businesses. They are the latest beneficiaries of the different empowerment programs launched by wife of Osun State Governor, Ngozi Adeleke, to tackle unemployment through skill acquisition and startup support.
We are committed to transforming lives. Continue to champion initiatives that reduce unemployment and provide our youth with sustainable means of livelihood.
We are not jobless again. We have food to eat, not for a day, not for a month, but for life.
Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke described the program as a worthy initiative complementing its various empowerment programs for youths.
Ensure that it multiplies so that you too can one day become a beacon of hope.
If you keep them very well, then it will transform your life.
It's not about the empowering the person. You are building the nation.
The 3-in-1 empowerment program also welcomed over 100 fresh intakes ready to learn furniture making and advanced cosmetology. The 3-in-1 empowerment program also welcomed over 100 fresh intakes ready to learn furniture making and advanced cosmetology.
3-in-1 empowerment program also welcomed over 100 fresh intakes ready to learn furniture making and advanced cosmetology.
in Osogbo, Femi Afariogun, NTA News.
Provision of groundwater resources in Ilma settlements in Nigeria is on course for effective management as national and international stakeholders in charge of this essential sector converge on Abuja to set up regulatory framework. Ayodeji Makinde reports.
In Nigeria, groundwater, a natural resource beneath the Earth's surface for everyday life, agriculture and industrial growth, has remained largely untapped. Key players, including Federal Ministry of Water Resources, National Water Resource Institute Kaduna, and international partners, including UNESCO, target basement and sedimentary terrains in 9 cities across the country. Therefore, I asked these two leaders of thoughts on how the workshop resonates with the common man, national development and food security.
Its recharge is different from rivers, the surface water that you will see annually. Some take years before they are recharged. So a sudden drop in rainfall pattern where you have dry season and drought, that sudden drops will not be noticed in the groundwater system.
They need to establish the various tools that are quite important, the regulatory framework, so that where you have, for example, like livestock, groundwater will be made available and conducive, especially for them in terms of their nutrients with water and, of course, the production of most of their grasses and pastures that they require for their development.
One of the key milestones to emerge from this workshop is agreeing on project ideas that would focus on groundwater quality.
These hydrogeologists and other experts aim to safeguard this everyday need of man and align with the national priorities of the renewed Hope Agenda and National Development Plan.
We'll be right back after this break. Please stay tuned.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean white and all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now, admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply. Or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Welcome back and thanks for rejoining us. Nigeria's new e-visa policy is set to take effect on May 1st, but it's not just about dates and deadlines. It's about how two key ministries are working hand in hand to ensure a seamless rollout. Victor Azor reports that a meeting between Ministers of Interior and Aviation reflects a pattern this administration is becoming known for. The report.
It wasn't just a courtesy call. It was a meeting of minds, Interior and Aviation coming together to put policy into action. From May 1st, Nigeria's new e-visa policy takes off. But that's not the headline. The real story is the collaboration behind the scenes. Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunjojo, is pushing for a smoother travel experience. The familiar landing and exit cards will now be automated and free. But travelers must still present them at entry and exit points.
The landing and exit card will be filled online before you board and presented to airlines before you can be boarded. We have also agreed that the e-visa will make it easier for people to come into Nigeria while enhancing the security of our country.
To make it work, he is knocking on the right doors. At the Aviation Ministry, he got a firm handshake and a firm commitment. Minister of Aviation and Aerospace, Festus Keyamo, is clear. Compliance isn't optional. Penalties await defaulters.
Once it shows there that you have overstayed, the airline, by the protocol the NCA will give, we refuse to board you and refer you to immigration. And then they will decide at that point to fine you or blacklist you.
It's another proof of a growing pattern. Ministries working together, policies talking to each other. For the Tinubu administration, interministerial synergy isn't a slogan, it's a strategy. In Abuja, Victor Azu, NT News.
The Minister of Police Affairs, Ibrahim Gaidam, has emphasized the need for interagency and regional collaboration to enhance security across the West African sub-region. This was at a high-level stakeholders conference on security with the theme, A Path to Regional Cooperation. Francis Fromm reports.
Addressing this challenge requires...
In a bold push for a stronger regional security, the federal government has convened top security stakeholders at a high-level conference themed A Path to Regional Cooperation. The meeting, led by the Minister of Police Affairs, Senator Ibrahim Gaidam, emphasized the urgent need for interagency synergy and cross-border collaboration to combat rising transnational threats.
This conference...
Senator Gaidam commended President Bola Tinubu's administration for its unwavering fights against insurgency, banditry, and cross-border crimes, reaffirming a national commitment to intelligence sharing, joint operations, and tougher anti-terrorism laws.
Effective information sharing and cooperation among the countries in the region are critical to addressing these challenges. We must therefore prioritize long-term solutions aimed at addressing the root causes of insecurity.
As we deliberate today, I urge you all to be practical and give practical insights and forge actionable recommendations that will actually move us forward and ensure regional security architecture.
Former Interpol Vice President, Africa, AIG Garba Umar highlighted the importance of tools like the West African Police Information System, WAPIS, and the I-247 Global Police Communication Platform in enhancing real-time intelligence exchange across the sub-region.
Please, all law enforcement agencies, go to the National Central Bureau, that is the NCB, responsible being the bridge between the LEAs, law enforcement agencies, and the national entities, as well as the Interpol headquarters. Link this I-247 to your organization.
The conference aims to break long-standing barriers to cooperation and accelerate the adoption of the 19 universal legal instruments against terrorism, seen as key pillars for a safer terrorism-free West Africa. Francis from NTA News.
That's all we have for you tonight on Nta Ijebu Ode at 7. Join us tomorrow for more interesting stories. Good night.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean white and all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now, admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.